The Menahem Begin Heritage Center in Jerusalem offers insight into the life and times of Israel's sixth Prime Minister, Menahem Begin. However, the main goal of the institute is to serve as an educational and research center for aspiring young leaders. One unique program gives Israeli youth a new and innovative way of learning about parliamentary democracy. We get more in this report by IBA's Leah Stern.
From leader of the Beitar youth movement to commander of the Irgun pre-state underground to leader of the opposition to prime minister. Many called him a terrorist, but he went on to win the Nobel Peace Prize, Menahem Begin. To preserve his legacy, Begin's lifelong friend Harry Hurwitz raised $20 million to open the Menahem Begin Heritage Center in Jerusalem, so that generations to come would be able to learn about the life and legacy of the late prime minister.
The model of the Begin Center is that of a leader, a great man, a modest man, a humble man, a brilliant man who bequeathed his whole life to the freedom and development of his people, its land, and its place in the world.
130,000 visitors from around the country and the world have already visited the living, multifaceted memorial, where Begin comes alive in films, photographs, and recordings.
There's a section devoted to Warsaw, where he studied law. And in his voice, because the museum has his commentary on his life, in his voice you hear him say, I am studying to be a lawyer. And there are many poor people here in Warsaw, our people, and they will get my services free of charge.
The exhibitions take a close-up look at the signature of the 1979 Israeli-Egypt peace accords. They remember Begin as commander of the Irgun Hatzvai Leumi. Visitors can sit in his actual chair in a recreation of the modest Tel Aviv apartment where he resided for over 30 years. They can also listen to his voice ring out with emotion as he delivers one of his fiery speeches.
It was announced that Begin would speak in the Knesset at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The Knesset was packed to capacity. Everybody came to hear this master orator and master of rhetoric.
In keeping with Begin's heritage as a parliamentarian, the center initiated the Junior Knesset program, an exercise that teaches Israeli junior high and high school students about the art of debate and the rules of parliamentary democracy.
It was a very positive thing to do. I think a lot of students didn't know things about the Knesset, and they learned them today.
I'd like to, within maybe a decade or so, be able to hear a member of the Knesset get up in the Knesset when he's sworn in and say, I know how to be a very good, in fact, an excellent member of Knesset because I'm a graduate of the Junior Knesset program of the Menahem Begin Heritage Center.
Hurwitz hopes the Begin Center will give visitors a deeper understanding of the historic leader's life, as well as an appreciation for the man whose life was so totally dedicated to creating a secure and democratic homeland for the Jewish people. This is Leah Stern for IBA News.